Achoo! Ooh, dusty. Look at all that. Well, hello, dust. Oh, and especially these spots right here. And if you have carpeting, chances are this is what's stuck inside. Ooh. I mean, seriously, can you believe that? Gross. And by the end of this video, you will never look at a roll of tape again. In fact, your neighbors are gonna be so amazed. And you're gonna be saying to yourself, oh my word, I cannot believe that's been here this whole time. I have 10 ingenious dust-proofing hacks for you. I got tips and tricks that actually work that you've never seen before. Let's do it. First and foremost, we need to prevent the dust and grime and debris from coming into our house to begin with, right? Everyone talks about having entryway mats in front of your house, and then when you enter the door, having another mat so that it can collect any of that dust and debris and whatever else is in nature coming into your home. That's fine and dandy, and I do recommend that. However, you want to take it a step further. You need to wash your mats on a regular basis. If you don't clean them on a regular basis, I would say every couple months or so, just depending upon when you think of it, then you're just going to be tracking that same dust back into your house. If you really want to take this to the next level, I highly recommend that you actually keep your shoes outside. And in fact, in many countries, they remove their shoes before coming into the home. And for good reason. Walking around outside, maybe you stop at Target and you go to the bathroom, you're like, oh, it's Target, these bathrooms gotta be clean. But the floors, my friend, those things are nasty. And then you come into your home, you wipe your feet off, but then you bring the shoes into your house and don't worry, I got you covered. Stay tuned. Some tips I have when it comes to shoes. I tend to wash all of our shoes every other week, and I throw them directly into our washing machine, and I just wash them on warm water. Now, your shoes are going to be banging around inside, even if you put them in a garment bag or a shoe bag, so it does help if you put a couple towels inside of the washing machine and the dryer when you dry your shoes. When you're not putting your shoes in the washing machine, the other thing I like to do on a regular basis is get yourself some Lysol wipes or some Clorox wipes and wipe down the bottom of your shoes. And you're gonna look at them and you're gonna say, this is disgusting. Like, why is this happening? I brought this into my home. Now I really am not gonna wear my shoes in my house. The other thing I like to do is take some sanitizing spray, because especially my boys, their shoes start to get really stinky. So I just spray them down. They smell nice and fresh and they're ready for the next day. Now, am I like a crazy person when shoes come into my house? I'm like wiping them with Clorox wipes and sanitizing them and getting on my hazmat suit? No. However, I do store my shoes in my closet. I don't keep them downstairs here. So when I put them in my closet, I do wipe them down and give them a nice little spritz. And it takes me literally like 5 to 10 seconds, and I feel so much better. One other tip when it comes to your shoes is keep them contained. So this shoe organizer is amazing and it's super chic. And by the way, my mudroom entryway area is less crowded because the kids are actually putting their shoes away when they come inside the house. Let's talk about washing those rugs. Now, I can't remember the last time I washed my rugs. I think it's been over 6 months. In fact, I cleaned this one entryway rug that I'm standing on right now 2 times, and each time that I cleaned it, oh my word, this is just from my entryway. I had no idea it was that bad. Clean water, no joke, my friend, no joke. Brown, black, dirty water. It's like chocolate milk. So if you've not cleaned your rugs in quite some time, now is your opportunity to do so. And if you hate cleaning, by the way, hopefully by the end of watching this video and other videos on this channel, you will absolutely love that. And if you are brand new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Number 2, changing your furnace filter. When's the last time you changed yours? You can see this furnace filter is absolutely nasty, disgusting, and black. How often should you change your furnace filter? Well, it depends on the type of furnace filter that you have. On average, it's every 3 months or so. So I just like to put a little calendar reminder in my phone. That way I don't have to guess anymore. When was the last time I changed my furnace filter? I just look, I'm like, oh, lo and behold, today is the day that we get the job done. And sure enough, I go down there and that thing is looking nasty. If you've been here for a hot minute, you know that I also run a secondary YouTube channel, Elite Fit with Andrea Jean. So health and fitness is a huge priority for me and my family. family. And I have 4 kids in multiple activities and run a couple businesses, so our days are long. So I need foods that are gonna sustain me and fuel me for my entire day. I wanna thank the sponsor of today's video, Factor. I partnered with them in the past and you all loved it, as did I. That's why Factor is my go-to. They deliver fresh, nutritious, chef-prepared meals ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. They're not frozen, which makes it even better. Fresher and faster. Whether you're managing calories, maximizing your protein intake, or simply trying to eat more balanced, Factor has dietitian-approved meals that will help you meet your wellness goals. Choose from 6 meal preferences, including keto, calorie smart, vegan, and veggie. And round out your order with nutrient-rich smoothies, snacks, and energy shots to keep you satisfied all day long. There's simply no prep and no mess. My husband and I both love Factor meals, and in fact, in just 4 minutes, we both have a nutrient-dense meal that's gonna fuel us for the rest of our day. That's code AJCleaning50 at factor75.com. And with that, you're gonna get 50% off your first box and an additional 20% off your next month's orders. And all this amazing dust proofing around your house is gonna make you nice and hungry. Number 3, clean those vents. Mine get really nasty, especially the return vents. Like growing, it looks like mold. There's hairy things like, I don't have a cat, I don't have a dog, just 4 kids is enough for me. So what I like to do is take a little butter knife, a microfiber towel, and your favorite multi-purpose spray. I'm loving the Mrs. Meyer's ones right now because they just smell so good, especially with fall time. Use your butter knife to get in and around all of those nooks and crannies, and I can literally do this probably about 25 seconds or so. I could probably do a couple return vents, but just look at how nasty they are. So if you're not cleaning those out on a regular basis, all that dust is just getting recirculated around your house, especially if you're not changing your furnace filter on a regular basis, and we don't want that. Number 4, let's talk about carpeting. I have a love-hate relationship with carpeting. It's so soft and plush and cozy, and I live in Minnesota where it is so frigid cold most of the year. However, I hate carpeting. It is nasty. Even if you've maintained them well, you've taken your shoes off, you've done all the things, the skin, the debris, the hair, the dust, just all the bodily things end up on your carpeting. The next thing people will tell you to do is to mop. Yes, mop on a regular basis, but I mopped the floor just the other day. I didn't do this. You're gonna wanna take out a Swiffer. A vacuum is great, but it's not gonna do what the Swiffer is gonna do. The Swiffer is gonna pick up all that dust that's left around your floor that the vacuum did not pick up, especially in the corners. No joke, I just vacuumed and mopped yesterday, and this is what the Swiffer picked up on my first floor. So if you're not Swiffering before you do any of these things, this is a big miss. So I just did this room right here, and you can see how dirty the Swiffer got, like gray and brown. And mind you, I just mopped the other day. I know, it's crazy how much lands into our homes that we're not even aware of. If you really want to attack things, I recommend that you vacuum, Swiffer, and then mop. I know it seems like a lot, but trust me, your floors will thank you. Number 5, regular pet maintenance. I actually had a cat my entire life growing up until about 3 years ago. So I'm very familiar with long-haired cats, how much they shed, amongst the other things that cats do. But you wanna make sure you're brushing your pets on a regular basis because all of that lint, dander, hair gets caught all up in your furniture and your carpeting in the corners. If you had a dog that sheds, look in the corners of your house and oftentimes you'll see little balls of hair that have just accumulated throughout the week. Not only will your house be cleaner and have less dust accumulation, but it will also smell better. Number 6, we're all guilty of this in our lives and to varying degrees. And I'm talking about clutter, knickknacks, just a lot of stuff in the house, papers, boxes, totes. I am not a fan of knickknacks. I have very minimal amount of knickknacks. One, it just makes your house look more cluttered. The other thing I don't like about it is when you dust, you have to remove every single knickknack, book, gadget, gizmo in order to properly dust your home. So maybe you just naturally grew up in a home that was cluttered, so you yourself have just naturally have more of a cluttered home. That's generally how things come about. But really look around your home and your shelves and ask yourself, like, do I really need all this stuff on my shelf, or is it okay to have some space and breathing room? And I'm gonna say this last thing about this. Just because someone gives you a gift of a knickknack and you don't love it, it doesn't mean that it has to stay in your home. And the gift is beautiful, it is lovely, but it is your home. You get to decide what's displayed and what lives in it, right? Number 7, one of the biggest dust collectors are our furniture. They are nasty. I'm going to show you what I mean in just a second. Have you ever sat down on a couch and the sun is shining in just right, and when you sit down, all these dust particles start floating around and you're like, oh my word, what is happening? I feel like I'm in a sandstorm or something. Even if you don't even sit on your couches, remember all that dust that I collected from one room in my house? Well, that same stuff is ending up on your furniture. So you want to make sure that you're cleaning your furniture on a regular basis. Now, this white couch I cleaned just about 3 months ago. So I went in with my little Bissell green machine. Nothing in this video is sponsored. I just share with you what I love. And my friend, I was appalled. I was like, this can't be dirty. We don't eat on our couches. We don't wear our shoes on our couches. In fact, oftentimes I'll lay down a blanket because I want to be cozy and comfy and wrapped in that. And the water is disgusting brown. And the other part of this is that no one's in my home except for my husband and I for the majority of the day. Everybody is at school. So where is all of this coming from? So if you haven't cleaned your furniture in quite some time, now is your opportunity, now that it's at the forefront of your mind. And it's actually really fun and satisfying to see how much stuff you can suck up. Number 8, those throw pillows and blankets. I love it. It makes it cozy. You want to unwind, watch some Netflix, eat some popcorn maybe. But if you haven't washed your throw pillows, blankets, and even the comforters on your bed for quite some time, now is the opportunity to do so. I wash all of our throw blankets every single week, and I wash the comforter, which we don't really actually sleep with, once a month. If you're not sure how to wash your pillows, I'm going to link a video, maybe a couple videos in the description box below about how to wash them, how to remove stains, really anything when it comes to washing your pillows without damaging them. Best case scenario, you buy pillows, particularly throw pillows, where you can remove the inserts and then just wash the outside of the pillow and then put the insert back in when it's all done. Number 9, window treatments. When's the last time you washed the curtains in your home? This is often a very neglected area, and they like to accumulate a lot of dust, a lot of grime. Today is the opportunity to remove them and wash them. And I wash them just like my regular laundry with warm water. One thing I do like to use is Downy Rinse and Refresh, so it can really break down any residue within the fabric of the curtain, and it just smells amazing. Now, many people will teach you how to clean your blinds. I have lots of videos on this channel of how to do that, especially when it comes to dust proofing your home. But what they don't show you or talk about is when you open your windows, how do you clean the screens? I'm going to show you something. Oh, I was impressed, disgusted, but yet impressed at the same time. I should have had like a mask on. You're going to grab the screen cleaning tool. I think this is pretty cheap on Amazon. And you're going to want to clean off your screens. See all that smoke? Look at this. Look at all of this debris on there. Best case scenario, have a fan pointing at your window so that way anything's flying outside of your home rather than inside. Oh my word, look at all of that! Ah! Go, 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 go! This was really satisfying. And before we move into number 10, are we friends on Instagram at Andrea Jean Cleaning? If not, make sure that you follow me. I'll link it in the description box below and pin it in the comments section, especially on Instagram stories, because I will post behind the scenes, top deals of the day, and just fun things that, well, I do outside of cleaning and working out. And number 10, tape. This is gonna be your new best friend. You're just gonna take a piece off and you're just gonna roll it and kind of make a little guard on your hand. I don't know, wrap it around there nice and tight. Now the reason that you wanna do this every so often or so is because often your vacuum does not get the very corners of your home, especially behind doors, in closets, on your stairway. I love my vacuum. It's fantastic. I could remove it, put the little hose on and go to town in the corner, but it's still not gonna get it as well as a little piece of tape will do. Watch this. You go down there and you just rub your hand along the corner, especially in between a door, again along a stair. You're gonna see all the grime, dirt, dust that accumulates on there. Now I haven't found any other tool that does this better than just sticky tape. I have used a little lint roller, but again, your fingers get in there much better than a lint roller can. So get your tape out. I wanna know in that comments box below how much gunk you're gonna accumulate in there. Make sure that you sign up for that free newsletter linked in the description box below and pinned in that comments section. And if you haven't, make sure you head on over to factor75.com or click the link in the description box below to get 50% off your first month's order and an additional 20% off the following months using code AJCleaning50. We gotta keep the fun going. Click this video on screen now, thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you, my friend, in the next one.